Well, this series has found its way back to Toronto, Ontario. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Leafs have quite a bit of work to do. They're down in this series 2-0. Andre Vasilevsky, who by the way has been magnificent between the pipes for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's in net. Frederik Andersen, he's got some work to do. He's looking to have a bounce back game after allowing 3 goals to the Tampa Bay Lightning in the last one. The Leafs and Lightning coming up right now. Morgan Rielly, the new addition to the lineup tonight, is back in for the Leafs, looking to make an impact. And here he comes right there, a shot stopped there by Vasilevsky to the front of the net. Hyman off the post. The Toronto Maple Leafs a chance to take the lead first, which is something they haven't done all series, but Zach Hyman rung it off the iron. Coming in now are the Lightning the other way. Klepper from the point there from Chiernak, and it was patted away there by Andersen. A frantic start in the pace of this game so far. Steven Stamkos gets it back for Hedman. Braden Point up the wing. Kucherov with it. Playing it into the corner and back out to the front of the net. Right there, and Steven Stamkos just missed the net wide. Braden Point in the corner trying to feed something to the front. Morgan Rielly will dish it back out for Zach Hyman. Hyman is hammered there, and Morgan Rielly's going to have to wait for him to get back into the zone. Hyman looks hurt on that play. Into the middle, Nylander. And the puck is dished around. Nylander trying to chase after it into the corner. Travis Dermott it to Nylander. How about that? William Nylander gets the Toronto Maple Leafs on the board first. As that it was a fantastic pass right in the middle. What vision there by John Tavares to get it over to Nylander. And not a chance there for Vasilevsky. He came way out of his net to try and cut down the angle, but there was still a gaping cage for William Nylander to shoot at. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are up 1-0. Face-offs won by Tampa Bay. Kevin Shattenkirk wings it around the boards and back in. Travis Dermott there to collect. In a little bit of trouble at the side of the net, but he's able to get it back out through center ice. Kerfoot to the middle. Tavares a shot. Rebound. And it was right there for Nylander again, but he couldn't put it in the open cage. Tampa back the other way. Tyler Johnson to Palat. Palat into the middle. Pad save there by Freddie Andersen. Palat. Over for Shattenkirk into the middle. Palat gets it back to Sergachev. Into the corner now. The Lightning cycling the puck, but it's going to be turned over in center ice, and the Leafs are away. Into the zone now. Jake Muzzin into the middle. Some space to shoot. He elects to pass it into the middle, and that one's picked off. 1-on-4 now is Tyler Johnson. Into the corner, and a puck chipped out in front of the net, but it was a nice stop. A heads-up save there from Frederik Andersen. The Leafs are away with a bit of possession, but it's going to be turned over, and Rasmus Sandin will pick it up at center ice. Sandin for Kapanen with a little bit of space. Kasperi Kapanen to the middle. Sandin a shot, and it's blocked in front of the net, and he tried to make one too many moves there and just ran it out of real estate. Paquette playing it into the Leafs end and around behind the net of Frederik Andersen into the middle. Right there was Andersen to turn that one aside. McDonough to Maroon in front. Paquette shot, scores. Cedric Paquette right in the middle, and a shot that looked like it surprised Frederik Andersen, and it's a 1-1 hockey game right through the 5-hole of Frederik Andersen. I'm not sure if that puck was tipped in front of the net, and it looks like it just went cleanly through the legs there, so a tough goal to give up from Andersen. A long shot finds the 5-hole. And just like that, a 1-1 hockey game. And for a team that's trying to get back in this series, those are the kind of goals that you have to try and prevent, but they still got lots of time in this first period to try and gain the lead and go to the locker room. Justin Holl, the Tonka Bay native, pinned up against the boards. Gauthier to Mikheyev, another new guy in this lineup. Kyle Clifford up through the middle. Clifford with a bit of space. Winding his way around. Clifford to the middle, a shot, and a one-timer there from the middle from Mikheyev. Stevens into the middle. One-timer was blocked, and Anderson's going to be there to steer that one aside. Mikheyev into the middle. picked off by a couple of Lightning players, and they're back the other way. It's Steven Stamkos. Steven Stamkos, Chirnak shot. What a save there from Anderson. Sandin plays it up, and Gauthier gets it. Dermott to Sandin behind the net. He'll play it back around for Travis Dermott, but a couple of Lightning there to pick that one off. Braden Point, one-time shot to the middle as Point tried to feed the slot. Point battling with a much larger Gauthier in the corner, and Gauthier is going to win that battle. Here come the Leafs the other way into the middle. Nylander on a pass there from Kerfoot, and a nice job to get it shoulder as high as he could. Vasilevsky makes the stop on that one. And are the Leafs ever happy to have Morgan Rielly back in the lineup tonight? Out for game 1 and game 2, but looking to make an impact here in tonight's game. Morgan Rielly has the puck at the point, but he lost it. Into the middle, shot to the middle. Austin Matthews was right there, a lethal place for him to shoot the puck, but he couldn't get it through the 5-hole. Tyson Barrie gets the puck back to Nylander in front. Another play by Austin Matthews, trying to go for the 5-hole again, but he couldn't get it. Tyler Johnson the other way. The Lightning are 3 wide. Johnson looking for some space, finds the point. Chirnak a shot up high there on Frederik Andersen, but he somehow manages to see it and keeps this a 1-1 hockey game. 3 minutes to go in the first period, I should say, here of the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's a 1-1 hockey game, a frantic pace to this one so far, but just 1 goal apiece. Kasperi Kapanen gets it across through center ice. Shattenkirk to Sergachev. And the Lightning are away back through center ice. Alex Killorn is going to step up and dump that one in. Jason Spezza across to Andreas Johnsson. Kapanen with a little bit of space here to shoot it right in the middle to Jason Spezza, but not able to put that one in. Shot it right into the crest there of Andrei Vasilevsky. Tyson Barrie with it again. 33 seconds to go in this first period. Barrie gets it up to Kapanen. Kapanen into the middle. Andreas Johnsson with a bit of space. Fires it just high and wide, and Kevin Shattenkirk's there to pick it off. Last rush here for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're going to need to get it off quickly. A shot there and a stop at the buzzer there by Frederik Andersen. So the Toronto Maple Leafs have a very good start to this hockey game. An early goal by William Nylander on a fantastic feed from John Tavares in the middle, but the Lightning were able to answer quickly. It's a 1-1 hockey game on the ENHL network. We'll be right back after a short break from Scotiabank Arena. Welcome back to the broadcast booth in Scotiabank Arena. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zach Hyman out there to try and get something going for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Frederik Andersen's going to cover it up, and right off the bat, it's going to be a face-off in the Toronto Maple Leafs zone. We've seen Alex Kerfoot be an impact player in this game so far for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but just can't get anything going. He's never scored a career goal versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Looking to break that here. It was Nylander getting the one for the Lightning early on. Kucherov, Point trying to get it to the middle, but a nice defensive play there by Austin Matthews, but he'll just have to dump it into the corner. Victor Hedman with it. Kucherov, poke checked. Hedman into the middle. Looks for a bit of space, finds it. Kucherov wires a shot, scores! Well, we were waiting for that goal to come. Nikita Kucherov, no goals in the series so far, but the points leader for the Tampa Bay Lightning, pretty much the best guy on that team. He won it by a landslide in the regular season, and he finally gets his first goal of this series. And it's just a grip it and rip it rocket from the point. And Kucherov has given the Tampa Bay Lightning now a 2-1 lead, and just like that, the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to have to battle from behind to get back into this game. Point versus Matthews at the dot. Hedman gets it off the draw. The Lightning won the face-off. And he's just going to dump it back into the safety area of his own zone. Kucherov plays it up for point, and now Chiernak through the middle. Kucherov shot there by Hedman, and it took a weird deflection, but a nice job by Frederik Andersen to get up high and make sure he covered that one up so there was no rebound. A flutter puck there. Looked like it might have been tipped in front of the net. Cirelli and Tavares take the draw in the Toronto Maple Leafs zone. Tavares wins it cleanly. Muzzin up for Kerfoot. Into the middle, Nylander, the goal scorer for the Leafs in this hockey game in the first period. Tavares fires a shot, but it's blocked there. Tavares and Nylander have looked lethal so far at the just before the halfway mark in this hockey game, and they already have a goal. Palat gets it up for Anthony Cirelli through the middle. Cirelli to Tyler Johnson, and here comes Nylander. Nylander looking for his second of the game through the middle, a shot, and it's a blocker save there from Vasilevsky. Oh, what a chance there for Nylander. Tyler Johnson the other way, trying to break his way into the zone. Looked like he had a bit of space to the middle, and he tries to find Hedman, who wired a shot, but it was right on net. Cirelli, that was, ripping that shot. Anthony Cirelli, a standout player in 2016 for Team Canada at the IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship. A lot of players make their mark at that tournament. McDonough shot, and Paquette couldn't stuff in the rebound at the corner. McDonough through the middle. McDonough fires a shot, and Rasmus Sandin is there to turn it away and gets it up for Andreas Janssen. Janssen through the right to the front. And it's going to be a penalty coming against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So now the Toronto Maple Leafs have a chance to get back and even this game up on the power play. Well, Kasperi Kapanen was right in front of the net there, and he had an open look, but he couldn't get the shot off away. Nevertheless, it's going to be a power play for the Leafs. Jason Spezza wins the draw. Morgan Riley, and he turns that one over. It's going to be dumped down the ice. Jason Spezza is an icon of OHL history. Played for the Brampton Battalion, the Belleville Bulls, and the Niagara Ice Dogs. Shot fired just wide. None of those teams are the same teams as they were when he played on them. As a shot to the middle, Vasilevsky stops it. The Windsor Spitfires, the only team that's still remaining from Jason Spezza's days playing junior hockey. Obviously the Ice Dogs changing into the Steelheads. Brampton Battalion to the North Bay Battalion, as Killorn is going to dump it up the ice. Just halfway point here in this power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Killorn with an offensive opportunity here, but it'll elect to just kill some time off and get it back. And the Lightning have pretty much killed off half of this power play, just passing around in the neutral zone. As Killorn's going to come in, that's pretty much going to do it for the power play. Sergachev to Cirelli, back to Sergachev into the corner. Cirelli into the middle, right there, a shot in front of the net, and Victor Hedman decides to pinch. And right place, right time, he wires one past Frederik Andersen. How about this? A heads-up play there from Victor Hedman. Just punches his way through the middle and says, "I'll take that. Thank you very much." Puts it right past the blocker's side, which just about no room to put it there on Andersen. But now it's a 3-1 lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And how about the momentum they gain off killing that power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and come right back seconds later scoring the goal. Dangerous play there in the Toronto Maple Leafs zone. Played back out through the middle now. In behind Vasilevsky, Sergachev. Dumps it around, but creates a little bit of trouble. Locked back the other way now is Kevin Shattenkirk. Tied up, Stamkos back to Shattenkirk, and a tip right in front. Almost a breakaway opportunity there. Behind the net of Frederik Andersen, Jake Muzzin there to pick it up. Gets it up for the veteran Clifford. through center ice, but it's going to be shoved right back into the Leaf zone, right in front. Carter Verhaeghe, almost an opportunity there. And 3 Leafs tied up, trying to get something going. Clifford will have to take it back into his own zone all the way back and gives it off for Verhaeghe. A shot from the point. Kyle Clifford just gave a cookie right there to Carter Verhaeghe, but couldn't capitalize on it. So it's still a 3-1 game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Paquette and Tavares to take the draw. Tavares wins it again. He's been good from the dot so far this game. Won it back to Hall, and now it's up to Nylander. Nylander to the middle. Couldn't find any place to shoot it. Stuffed off there into the middle. Paquette. Cedric Paquette coming through center ice with some speed. Patrick Maroon, a little bit of an opportunity there. Paquette. Back to Maroon. Cutting to the middle. Victor Hedman. Maroon into the corner. Dumps it back, and Justin Holl, a nice play just to use his body there and get the Tampa Bay offensive player off the puck into the middle. Back to Nylander, another opportunity. Kerfoot shot, stopped by Vasilevsky. Nylander and Tavares are all over the place right now on the ice for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just about the only unit that's getting any kind of offensive opportunities going, but they've been fantastic in this game. Matthews and Cirelli to take the draw. One by the Leafs. Hedman's going to pick it off and get it up through center ice. Shoveled up to Tyler Johnson. Johnson passed to the point and a shot went wide. Mitch Marner the other way to the Leafs there. 3 wide. Mitch Marner fires a shot trying to go short side there on Vasilevsky, but he closed it off quickly, and Mitch Marner wasn't able to get anything going there. Spezza, Kapanen, and Andreas Johnsson trying to get something going for the Leafs. An offensive zone face-off, and it's going to be won by Toronto. Morgan Riley to Johnson into the middle. Jason Spezza, Hall. Gets it, trying to get it back to Jason Spezza, but the Lightning are back through center. Steven Stamkos into the corner, and a pass right out in front of the net to Frederik Andersen, and he'll cover it. Well, William Nylander, we all remember him as being the Swedish-born player, but birthplace is actually Calgary, Alberta. Quickly went to the U.S. and then played a lot of junior hockey in Sweden after that. Into the middle, Jake Muzzin clearing it away. Shot in front of the net, and right there was Kucherov, but he couldn't put it home. Kucherov again to Braden Point. Coburg in the corner. Travis Dermott couldn't find any space. He was cut off there by Steven Stamkos, and the Leafs have turned it over once again. Andreas Johnsson gets it back. Kasperi Kapanen playing his way to the middle. Jason Spezza back for Kapanen, trying to get a one-time pass across, but he probably should have just shot it, trying to get it to the veteran Jake Muzzin, but the pass got cut off. Carter Verhaeghe to the middle, fires a shot, stopped there by Freddie Andersen. 3.9 seconds to go in this second period. And the first time in this series we've seen a little bit of rough stuff, some extracurricular activities after the play. As maybe some frustration starting to set in for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but they need to get something going. The fourth line out there for the Lightning, and it's going to be played up. That's going to do it. Well, the second period is over, and the Toronto Maple Leafs would like to have that one back. They allowed a couple of goals, including an early one to Nikita Kucherov, and as soon as that puck crossed the line, the momentum shifted towards the Tampa Bay Lightning, but it'll be a fresh start in the third period. The Toronto Maple Leafs need 2 goals as they're down 3-1 versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. You're watching the ENHL Network from Scotiabank Arena. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to the ENHL Network. The Toronto Maple Leafs and Tampa Bay Lightning. Toronto is down 3-1 in this game to the Lightning. William Nylander got them on the board first, but it was 3 unanswered goals from the Lightning. That's been the game story so far for them. Into the middle, right in front, and Frederick Anderson had that one sitting between his legs, but he's going to cover it up. Tyson Barrie just about directed that one into his own net. That goal by Nylander, a big one. Just 3 goals in 20 career playoff games with the Leafs so far in his career, and scoring has been a struggle for him, but he's got one here in Game 3 of this series. Hopefully an impact player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, trying to get back into this game. He's looked good so far this one. Steven Stamkos brings it back to Kucherov. Nikita Kucherov in the middle point, gets hammered there in front of the net as he was trying to get a shot away, and here come the Leafs again. It's Hyman. Zach Hyman to the middle, and a one-time shot there, trying to tee it up. At center ice was the big forward for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. How about Morgan Rielly back in the lineup and making an impact, a huge hit in front of the net. Ilya Mikheyev, another one of those guys back in the lineup, coming back from having to have surgery to repair an artery tendon. Here's Palat through the middle, and it's going to be turned over. Dermott up to Nylander. He got a cut on his wrist in his game versus the Devils. One-time shot to the front of the net. It was a tip by Kerfoot, and the curse continues for Alex Kerfoot. He just can't score against these Tampa Bay Lightning. So good to have Ilya Mikheyev back in the lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was an impact player and gave a real morale boost to the locker room, you could say. A popular player here in Toronto. Dermott across into the middle. And it's going to be picked off there by Palat. And he's going to wind his way through center ice. Dancing through the middle, and a save there by Anderson. Palat right out in front, all alone, but Palat was stopped there. And Anderson doing all he can to keep his team in it. Kerfoot back to the point, Dermott. Muzzin trying to get a long backhand shot off. He can't do it. And Tampa Bay is just going to dump it in. They'll elect to take a change here, Muzzin. Tied up in the corner there by Paquette. He'll try and kill off some time, but the Leafs are away. John Tavares into the middle, tied up momentarily. One-time shot from Nylander. He almost found him again. But a save there from Vasilevsky. Played into the corner. The Lightning just killing seconds off the clock here. Back the other way. Janssen trying to get around the defender there, Monahan, but he can't. Into the corner, Paquette right into the middle. Stopped by Anderson. Right out to Coburn. Fires a shot off the post. Kapanen to Janssen. Across the line. Here's Dermott. A whole bunch of space to shoot it. But flashing the leather there was Andrei Vasilevsky. The Leafs desperate for a goal there, and Travis Dermott almost gave him one. Frederick Gauthier to take the draw for the Leaf. It's fourth line versus fourth line. Hall to Mikheyev, a shot just wide. Clifford again, trying to get a shot away, and Vasilevsky's going to weather the storm and cover it up. Well, the new guys as well almost have an impact in this game. Some big hits laid down by Morgan Rielly, and then Ilya Mikheyev just missed the net wide there of Vasilevsky. Chiernak to Yanni Gourde up through the center ice. Hammered there in the corner there by Morgan Rielly again, just thumping the body around the ice right now. Into the middle, trying to get a wild one-time shot away to the middle of the ice. Mikheyev gets a back shot there from the corner, and Chiernak is going to clean it up and get it out. Or maybe not. He will. Gets it up to Stevens, and it's back through center ice. Into the middle, Victor Hedman to a pass in front of the net from Carter Verhaeghe. And just like that, it's now 4-1 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yanni Gourde, what a pass there from Carter Verhaeghe. Right between the legs, it looked like, of Yanni Gourde. And he'll go ahead and pick that one up and shoot it into the empty net. And the Leafs have a pretty steep hill to climb now to try and get back into this game. Chernak gets it off the draw. Across the blue line. Tyson Berry, Mitch Marner. And here's Hyman. Zach Hyman. Finding some space, locating the puck through the zone right in front, but couldn't stuff it through the 5-hole there. Vasilevsky. Hedman through center ice. He's got a bunch of speed here. He'll bring it up to Stamkos. Hyman's going to pick it off and take it away on the opposite wing now. Chernak. Over for Kucherov through the middle. Finds Stamkos. Stamkos plays it up for Braden Point. Point. Dump it back to the point. And McDonough. Chernak. Braden Point. One-time shot in the middle by Stamkos. Stopped. Another shot there. Steven Stamkos. A couple of opportunities, but he couldn't get it by Frederik Andersen. Hyman to the middle to Matthews. Marner into the center ice again to Hyman. Justin Holl. Austin Matthews. The Leafs have something going here, but they're going to dump it into the zone. Hyman in the corner, gets it to Marner into the middle. One-time shot. What a save by Vasilevsky. Johnson. Tyler Johnson to Stamkos. He blocked his own shot there. Jason Spezza brings it up for Hyman. He's got a bit of space. Here comes Hyman. Fires a shot, and it's going to be stopped. And there's going to be no rebound as a Toronto Maple Leafs. It looked like Jason Spezza came crashing into the net after that play. The veteran Jason Spezza, the oldest player on this team, 36 years old, trying to have an impact with his experience in the playoffs. Andreas Johnsson for the Leafs brings it through. Rasmus Sandin fires a shot. Vasilevsky right there to stop it again. How about Andre Vasilevsky in this series? Everything the Toronto Maple Leafs have thrown at him, he's had an answer to. Cirelli and Spezza at the dot in the Tampa Bay zone. Sergachev right to the middle. Sandin had that one knocked away. Another shot in front of the net. Andreas Johnsson. And Vasilevsky once again refuses to give the Toronto Maple Leafs anything in this game with 2:28 to go in this third period. Time is running out. Cirelli wins the draw, gets it up to Shattenkirk. Shattenkirk to the middle. Tyler Johnson to Palat. Palat looking for something in the middle. Finds Sergachev. One-time shot is wide. Here come the Leafs again. Through the middle, Johnson is going to be caught up to there. Tyler Johnson. Sergachev. Kapanen, and he's tripped up. 56.9 seconds to go. And a late opportunity for the Leafs, but they're going to have to get one quick as they need 3 goals. So it's Andre Palat who's going to go off for tripping. A guy that the Leafs would like to have off the ice against them. 21 career goals against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Right into the one-time shot. Austin Matthews missed the net. Oh, he had the whole net to shoot at as Vasilevsky was down with a desperation attempt, but he couldn't get it up over the pads. Sergachev is going to flip it up and dump it out. Morgan Rielly will go back to chase it for the Leafs. 34 seconds to go. John Tavares up to Marner. The big guns out for the Leafs. Morgan Rielly up the wing. Shot there from Tavares. High and wide. A cannon there. Nylander gives it up in the middle. Paquette's just going to flip around and wing it down the ice. 15 seconds to go in the third. Tampa Bay Lightning can feel it. Paquette wires a shot. Glove save by Frederik Andersen. He'll play it out, and it's going to be up through center ice. 3 seconds to go. Morgan Rielly into the middle. Matthews one more shot, and that's it. So there you have it. The Tampa Bay Lightning come to Toronto and continue to play the way that they played all series long, and it's a tall task for the Toronto Maple Leafs now. They're down in the series 3-0. The Tampa Bay Lightning had a shaky start to this game. It was the Toronto Maple Leafs and William Nylander getting them on the board early, but 4 unanswered goals by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they find themselves in a very comfortable position now in this best-of-7 series. 3-0 stranglehold for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They win it 4-1 on the ENHL Network.